She wasn't a sinner. The hidden life of Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene wasn't a sinner, and yet for centuries, the world has been told otherwise. From the moment her name first appeared in the Gospels, it has been shrouded in misunderstanding, misrepresentation, and outright distortion. Please subscribe to the channel. There is a tension here, a crack in the story as it has been passed down, that invites a deeper look. Who was she really? Not just as a historical figure, but as a living, breathing woman whose life intersected with one of the most transformative movements in human history. There is a mystery in her story, a space between what has been told and what was lived, a shadow that stretches across centuries. She is both celebrated and silenced, revered and maligned, known to millions, yet truly understood by few. And it is this very tension between the widely accepted story and the hidden truth that makes her so compelling. It is a story that begins not with scandal or shame, but with profound devotion, courage, and transformation. For centuries, tradition has painted her with a brush of moral judgment. Mary Magdalene, the Gospels say, was healed of 7 demons, but popular culture transformed that fact into a tale of sin, portraying her as a repentant prostitute, a cautionary figure whose life had to be redeemed by Jesus. Artists, theologians, and storytellers, eager to create moral examples, embraced this interpretation and made it canonical in the minds of the public. From Renaissance paintings to modern films, the image of Mary as the fallen woman clinging to salvation became deeply embedded in the cultural imagination. Every brushstroke, every line of poetry, every sermon reinforced the idea. She was a sinner saved, a woman marked by shame, whose story was only meaningful because of her need for redemption. Yet this narrative, so widely accepted, has no basis in Scripture. It was never written in the Gospels that Mary was a prostitute. This image is a construction, a carefully crafted story meant to serve social, theological, and political purposes. By framing her as sinful, the Church could maintain control over the role of women, limiting their spiritual authority and reinforcing patriarchal norms. The truth of her life, her independence, and her profound involvement in Jesus' ministry was overshadowed, replaced by a story designed to contain her influence. In the Gospels themselves, however, a different Mary Magdalene emerges. She is healed, yes, freed from 7 demons, but this is not simply a metaphor for sin. It is a transformation that signifies completeness, renewal, and empowerment. She is not defined by her past or by a moral failing. She is defined by the power of her own experience, by the radical change that sets her on a path of purpose and agency. The Gospels show her as a devoted follower of Jesus, one who travels with him and his disciples, witnessing miracles, teachings, and acts of compassion. She listens, she learns, she supports, she acts. She is present at the most critical moments of his ministry, standing alongside him in ways that many of the male disciples do not. Her story is not one of passivity, but of engagement, not of weakness, but of resilience. She is a figure of strength and discernment, a woman whose life embodies the transformative power of faith and devotion.